All right, it is the bad man, Bubba Jenkins, and he is a PFL finalist in the 2022 season, man. You're almost there, right? You're in the finals. There's one more step to go. Give me the feeling right now because it's an
Yeah,
accomplishment, but it's a
yeah,
little bit more,
absolutely,
right?
absolutely. No, one more step to the towards the dream, the ultimate goal. I definitely feeling good about it. I'm happy with the opponent that's in the finals. We had a little bit more motivation to have the other guy, but it's there's a million reasons why I'm motivated about this one, of course, and it's an exciting time for me in my career. I think some people are starting to come into the know of who I am as a mixed martial artist, and I'm starting to get tweeted at and followed by things and people, but that I have already been expecting they should be doing. So but we're here now. We excited to be here too. So we're gonna put on a show and try to move forward with being bad men.
I love it. They're a little slow to come around, but they can still jump on, right?
Yeah, yeah. I don't have with all the personality and the funny jokes and stuff that I don't have 30,000 followers. I'm like, that's a damn travesty right there. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Only real recognize real. So I'm gonna get followed by the fakes first.
I love it. I love it. All right, let's talk about your performance, right? Because it's the most dominant performance you've had in the PFL. You got the submission in under 2 minutes. I guess I don't know, man. Did you see that in the cards coming in? Like this is a fight that I can get done early and get out of here easy.
Yeah, man. I felt like if his wrestling was green, I was telling a couple people that was close to me, if his wrestling isn't as good or his defense on ground and pound isn't as good as it needs to be, we're gonna be in for an early night. And there was a couple times where I grabbed him, and when I grabbed him, I felt how much stronger I was than he was. There's some positions that, as I'm looking back at it, I was giving him just so I can maneuver into other places, but I was head over heels much stronger than him, and I kind of got to show off a little bit that gap in strength with the suplexes and whatnot. And when I jumped on his back, I felt that neck popping and doing all kinds of weird things inside, but I wasn't gonna let that one go. I wrapped my legs, my arms, my toes, everything was stuck to him. So I was excited about the opportunity that he left me in the middle of that scramble.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, right? Because that scramble was high level, man. The positioning that you got there, you got to the back and you got to the neck so quick. And I'm just curious. I mean,
Yeah.
did you know as soon as that choke was in, like, oh, I've got this one now, like
Oh
this is
yeah,
over?
it was one of those things like you're looking to knock the guy out with the first punch, right? You're looking to submit the guy with the first attempt of submission, or you grab a guy's neck and you hope that oh, there it is, it's already done. And in the middle of that scramble, when I kind of did the hip toss, like judo throw, right? Once we came out and I knew that I was going to be behind him, I immediately told myself, like during camp, that if I can get behind him, I'm going to jump on his neck and just try to outpower him and like bully type choke him. You know what I mean? And the fact that I got the cinch in the perfect rear naked choke and lock, that just happened to be from training. But I was really looking to just grab his neck at any point, at any time. It just happened to be when it was and as smooth as it was. But the game plan was to just be dominant. But it just happened to look so smooth. And I guess all the training and all the work in the gym and all the hours just made it, seamlessly.
It was incredible. I mean, there's sometimes where you work in a choke. There's other times where you literally just grab it and it's there, man. It
Yeah.
was pretty wild to see,
I
man.
kind of
So
I kind of worked into falling into a grab perfect choke. It was everything.
I loved it. So let me ask you. So what's the celebration like, right? I mean, obviously we got to see the celebration, a little dancing going on there, but I mean,
Right, right.
overall, like because it is big, man. You made it to the finals. There's some guaranteed money there, but there's not the guaranteed million until you get the win. So I mean, do you take time off and enjoy it, or is it like right back to the grind because like we're not done yet? Like, what's the mindset?
Well, we're gonna take about 8 days off. Just maybe not completely off where we don't do anything, but maybe hit the elliptical for 5 rounds, 3 minutes, unintense. Just to get the legs moving from the travel and the ending of the camp. Because I'm kind of still even sore, even though the fight didn't last that long. The camp still was what it was. That's just the fight is the culmination, but there's still like the workouts you did to cut weight, the workouts that you did to get to that point that are still affecting the body. So you just take a couple of days off, no more than 10 to 12 days. Coach gonna be calling me on my phone anyway and sending people to my house anyways if I get that far outside of having not touched the gym. So and we just locked back in. The first thing is first, though. You guys see me with my hair down, man. That's when I put my hair down. That's me finally going into what I call daddy mode, being with my babies. My hair is not locked up into the braid, to the warrior mentality. I'm now back to being Jesse the father, and going to the mall trying to get some cotton candy and whatnot. This is the celebration. This is victory lane. You smiles everywhere, and you got a little bit of finances. So now my sons like to match my shoes. They like to have the same shoes that daddy's got. So we hit the mall and ball and get some of the same shoes and whatnot. So it's just small little things like that to make you happy and make you joyous. And then I get back in the driver's seat of mentality of one more time, one more lock in, one more intense camp, one more focus on an opponent. There will be no pulling out. There will be no, injury, things like that, God forbid, during the training, and we lock in for a great night of whatever. It's 5 rounds and the weight class is 45, not 46 anymore. There's that extra pound. So there's a couple things that change automatically that you want to lock in on that, you truly have to focus in on without having to drop the ball. You don't want to overtrain, but, I trust in my coaching staff. Dewey has seen them all, has trained them all. He's been to so many different 5-round championship fights of his own, and seeing that, I trust everything that, he's got planned for me in this camp. And he's already hit me on the voice message, like what he's going to do and how he's going to do it. So, it's just a beautiful thing to be in victory lane, and we're going to lock in, have a good time, but then settle back into where we need to be.
I love it. And by the way, we should point out, you're a man of your word. When you say I'm spending time with my kids, I mean, you're actually spending time with your kids, like, right now. Like,
no, we be going to Disney World. We be going to the mall. We be going to carnivals. Nah, I be spending time with my babies. This is no joke. I ain't seen many other people that wanted to see me yet because I had to get home to my babies, and then, we with them until the wheels fall off. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. I love it. Well, I won't take too much of your time. Let me ask you about the matchup. As you said, you got one guy, Brendan Loughnane, who's a solid opponent, no doubt. We were kind of hoping for the Chris Wade grudge match. That didn't happen. So what did you think about Brendan's performance, and what do you think about him as an opponent?
Man, I thought he had put a pretty good performance. We got to hang out a little bit at his after party afterwards. So, that was a little bit of the Warriors breaking bread together. One of those good sports, let the best man win type of mentalities. I think you guys in the organization throughout could see that we've grown to have a little kinship, a little brotherhood, and in the fact that we're both in the PFL. We're both, two warriors on the hunt. When there were a bunch of turkeys in the field, we were 2 wolves out there just snatching them up and eating what we can eat. Now we're in a smaller woods, and there's only one turkey out there, and only one of us can eat it. So now we happen to be on the same hunt towards that goal, and he's been striving for a long time in different organizations to be in this position, and as I've had. So I'm excited for that night in which the fans get. Me and him got to go to work, and I was telling everybody at his after party, you guys are in for the treat. Me and him got to go do all the serious stuff, all the stuff that nobody wants to do, the running up the mountains, the running in the woods, and all those things. And everybody else in the MMA world, because of who we are, who we've been talking to be, who we've been, this kind of have been building up for a year now and a half. So, you guys are in for a real treat. I'm excited about what he's going to bring out of me, because I've become the striker that can, I can stand in front of him and slip and rip and try to catch him. For me to be the wrestler that I am, it's going to be, prideful for me to try to sit him down on his butt. I don't think he can take the punishment that Kyle Boshiak took from me. Boshiak's durable. Boshiak's seen some things, and dude from Boston who likes to get it on had a chin on him. And as we can see later in the game, that he's a tough guy. So if I hit him with some of those Boshiaks, I'm not sure he takes them the same. And I saw some kinks in the armor at the Wade fight. So there's some things that we're going to be highlighting and looking for. But for the most part, we are excited about where we stand with, the whole PFL, the organization, the fight, that where it is, how it is. There's been rumors that it might be back in the hometown. So, we're excited about everything. Even if it's in Alaska, we're going to come bring the bad man, and we're going to have a whole bad man team. There are a lot of people in my crew, in my family, in my friends, and my fans that have been hitting my DMs, and it's a culmination of them saying, man, we knew this day was coming. And the fact that I had that them soon know kind of thing going is just a culmination of kind of seeing it and foretelling it, that, soon the world will know what kind of bad man I am. Soon they'll know the kind of mouthpiece I have. Soon they'll find out how strong I am, how fast I am, how smart I am. It's all coming to the place where we've been expecting this.
I love it. I love it. Look, everybody loves a good grudge match, but you guys have both taken long journeys to get here. You know what I mean? So to meet in the finals with $1 million on the line, you guys have both put in the work. It's just a great final. And I guess last thing I'll ask you, I know they haven't made a formal announcement yet, and I'm not trying to get you in trouble, but do you know, I mean, we're here in November. I mean, do you know a date? Do you know a location? Can you at least start preparing and writing your schedule out?
Some of the people, man, I'm not gonna lie, they were saying we going home to Vegas, and I'm not spilling no bags or doing anything like that. That's just at the after party. Everybody was like, all right, see you in Vegas. So we were hoping the end of November in Vegas. But like I said, man, that championship is going to crown 6 champions. There are going to be a lot of people trying to become world champion for the first time, and no matter where they can put it on Mars. My people are going to show up. My team's going to be there. It's going to be some bad man teams. And that them soon know will finally come to a culmination. They're going to find out.
I love it, my man. All right, well, listen, I won't take up any more of your time or your kids' time. Go buy some expensive shoes.
You see him tapping me, Daddy, let's go.
They're like, Daddy, go win that $1 million so I can get a whole bunch of really nice shoes.
Right, they want some crab legs and some new shoes.
I love it. We'll go get it, Bubba, and we'll see you hopefully late November.
All right, buddy. Appreciate it. Thanks for the call, man.